I got this gimbal primarily for taking short videos whenever I travel or go outside with my family. I've not used this gimbal much. However, the few times that I've used this gimbal, I really liked the stabilization that it offers while you are panning and zooming, etc. But while walking, I found that stabilization does have a bit of that bobbing effect. Anyway, I would like to open this to show you the unboxing first. This is the Weebil 2, which came out a few years back. I know I'm way behind on the review of this item, but as you can see, I've got the packing, everything intact, and that's mainly because I've not used it much. I mainly got this whenever I go on an outing with my family, or I go out with my friends to take some short videos. I have taken a few videos and I'm quite happy with this Weebil. This is how it came. As you can see, this is the main gimbal. I bought this. This is the stand that comes with this. I also got one extra one actually. This is the slider adapter plate, and we have some cables here, USB A and USB C cables here for charging and for connecting your camera or something. Here is a close-up of the Weebil 2. This is the main gimbal. This is the adapter plate. These are some wires in this box, and the cable for charging, and also to attach if you have a focus motor. This is a stand to connect to the gimbal. I also got an extra stand for this separately, just for information. Moving on to the gimbal, let us now take this out of the box. This is the main gimbal, as I said. It has an attachment here, which you need to attach it here in the groove. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to keep it like this here. And then you have various wires and cables, USB-C, USB-A. It's all from Zhiyun or Zhiyun. I primarily use this for charging. I have an Anchor adapter which I use for charging this. There are 4 lights when you're charging this, but that's another thing I will explain later. And this is the plate for attaching your camera. What I normally would like to do is, I like to do this, I like to stick this high riser on top of the plate. If I don't do that, and if I try to attach the plate independently onto the camera, then it will be somewhat like this, and I am not able to turn the lens around to focus or to to zoom in or out or change the aperture. I have difficulty doing that, and I don't want to scratch the lens. So therefore I use this riser on top of this plate, and then I have a very easy way to fix this on top of this. So what I do is, with the back plate and the high rise plate, I attach that to the camera so that it gives me a good clearance, and I'm able to focus and change the aperture the way I want to. Now let's try setting up the gimbal. You have these switches over here, this release buttons. You have 3 of them. You have 1 here, 1 here, and you have 1 here. So I'm going to release the first one, and I'm also going to release this. then what happens is you get the gimbal in place like this. Then you need to, I then lock this so that it holds in place. What you then need to do is, you take the camera, you make sure that the arrows are pointing this way and they align with this over here, with this 2 arrows here, and then slowly just slide in the plate. It will lock with a click. Once you have done that, you then need to start balancing the first part, and you just need to do some small macro adjustments till finally you feel that the camera will not topple over or fall down. So now I think I have got a nice balance going here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this switch like so. Now this is locked, this orientation. The second step is to balance this side so that the camera does not again fall down. So what you need to do is you need to release this, and then I tend to keep it down like this and slowly move it up, because I find that is much easier than doing it this way. And just make small micro adjustments till you finally feel that the camera is balanced. A little more. Yeah, now I think I've got it balanced. So as you can see, it's perfectly balanced. This is a balance which you need to try and achieve every time you load a gimbal with a camera. Now we come to this part to get this axis aligned. So you can see there is one lever here. This lever you need to open like so, and then release this switch, and then you can see what has just happened. That's something we need to avoid, but not to worry, we'll have it avoided in no time. I have got this still open here, this switch, and this switch is open. Now what I do is, after I release this lever, I will just make adjustments and move it on the sliding plate like so, till I feel the camera is balanced. So now the camera is balanced. Then I can close this, lock this lever, lock this in place. Now I have the gimbal balanced in the positions. You can see in both the axes I have the gimbal well balanced. Now let us move on to the third and the final gimbal balance. Now let's move on to the third and the final axis, and this is what you need to do. Release this, and the best way to find out if it's balanced or not is just to pick it up slightly and just tilt it over like this. If you find the gimbal is moving towards your left, then what you do is you release this and slowly bring this forward, lock it back, check again, and I think this is good to go. I've got it balanced now on all the 3 axes. So let me try switching it on and show you how it works. When you switch the gimbal on, you will find there are 4 lights that come in a row. When you charge the gimbal, in case the gimbal is not fully charged, all the first, you'll find one single bar blinking, then the second bar blinking, then the third bar, and the last 4th bar. When the bars are full, they will stop blinking, but they will still, they will be getting charged. And once the light is static, then the battery is fully charged. and the battery is non-removable, which is a little bit of a anyway. So now let us open the screen and check this out. On the screen you can see mode settings, balance check, advanced features. So we move down, we come to parameter settings, auto calibration, and you have parameter reset. So what I will do is I will hit auto calibration and I will hit on start. It will automatically start calibrating, and you can see this gimbal starts shivering and shaking like this. And then when you come down here, you can see it says calibration is finished. So now you have the gimbal which is completely calibrated and good to go. I just need to hit OK. Then I can go here in the first place, and you have the mode settings, which is nothing much. It all depends upon your style of taking videos. You have this pan follow, you have the lock, you have the follow mode, you have the POV point of view mode, and you can also control this modes using this over here. By the way, you can use this for pan follow, lock, and follow mode. You can use this as well, and this is for for moving the gimbal. You can see here, you can use this button when you're holding the gimbal like this with your thumb. You can move it up and down like this. So it's pretty easy to do this. Basically, this is the operation which is very easy to do on the gimbal. And you also have this switch here. If let me show this to you. You also have this button here, like a small trigger. If you double press this, it goes back in place. And if you want this to face you while doing a vlog, you need to quickly press it thrice, and it automatically turns like this. So that's a great thing to do, and it's very easy to do that. Just make sure that when you are operating the gimbal, all the access buttons are all in the unlock position. Then again thrice, it goes back into position like so. You also have this this groove here where you can attach one more handle like this, which helps in holding the gimbal like this, makes it easier to hold. I find that to be quite useful and does not put a strain on your hand. So there you have it. Let me bring it back to its position. This is a small review from a first time gimbal user, and I hope you found it to be easy to follow, and it will help you with your gimbal setup. Of course, this gimbal is like 2 or 3 years old, but I am pretty new to gimbal, so I hope you like the video and enjoy the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.